Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
Thanks very much, everybody, for joining me. Very warm welcome to everybody. Once again, delighted to be joined by one of our regular contributors, Pakistan cricket, one of the legends of Pakistan cricket, part of some of the greatest Pakistan teams over the years. He's played alongside and is one of the legends of Pakistan cricket. Fantastic international record, fantastic domestic record. He's coached all around the world once his playing career ended. Worked for the Pakistan Cricket Board and many other cricket boards around the globe. He worked for the ICC, did some fantastic work for the PCB at the National Cricket Academy as well, and worked for the ICC at the Global Cricket Academy as well, where he was one of the leading coaches. And again, once I'm delighted to be joined by Mudassar Nazar. Mudi bhai, hope you're well.
All good, thank you.
Mudi bhai, PSL behind closed doors. It's like COVID once again, isn't it? And it's a little bit disappointing for the fans, isn't it?
Very disappointing, especially for the likes of Peshawar. And they've been waiting in the wings for a long time to organize matches for their home supporters. Unfortunately, it's not possible, and I'm hoping that it is only for a very short period of time, or maybe even during this league, they will find time to organize matches in this. But we know what Mr. Trump has said today. Hopefully, there is no more aggression from America, and everybody is back to peace. And then Pakistan get on with the organizing PSL all over Pakistan, which is very much needed for the sake of cricket in Pakistan.
I guess the Pakistan Cricket Board were caught between a rock and a hard place, really, Mudi bhai, wasn't it? It was a situation where either you don't have the PSL at all, or you just have it behind closed doors. So they've made that decision where they're going to host the tournament as per the schedule in terms of dates, but behind closed doors.
Well, these days there's so many franchise leagues happening, plus the international calendar. You don't really get a window. Pakistan has over the years done really well to find a window, create a window for them, and a window which was accepted by the ICC and the rest of the cricketing world. So Pakistan have been very fortunate, and of course they've got a voice in world cricket, and that's why they were able to, detain this time period. And unfortunately, because the regional situation is not such that they are comfortable with. But what do you do? Do you hold this PSL? Do you postpone it? Do you postpone it? You obviously incur a heavy loss. And I don't think Pakistan Cricket Board are in a position
in terms
to
of the
incur
schedule.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, in terms of the schedule, Mudi bhai, they've restricted it to two cities now, Lahore and Karachi. Again, a decision which had to be made to avoid all the movement and having to go from city to city. It's disappointing, though, for the likes of Multan, Peshawar, etc., isn't it?
Oh, hugely, hugely. I mean, look at the other teams. I mean, straight away in Lahore and Karachi, they've got a huge advantage over the rest of the franchises. It is unfair, but if it is in need of the hour, do we postpone it or do we hold it now? I mean, crowd doesn't really matter. In Karachi, hardly anybody comes to watch cricket, and the money is made through TV. So they're not going to lose an awful lot of money. Franchise might do because they get revenue from the sales of tickets. But I'm sure PCB will be able to hand out some kind of some money to them.
Good decision to increase the teams to 8 instead of 6, Mudi bhai?
Yeah, all for it. 8 is a good number in Pakistan. 10 would be too many. 6 was okay.
And Rawalpindi, one of the newer teams. And then also you've got the American guys, Kingsman, Hyderabad, involved in it as well. So they're making it the global tournament, really, aren't they?
Yes, and I'm really happy Hyderabad is part of it, because having played in Hyderabad over the years, in Pakistan and almost forgotten place. And it holds a very important place in Pakistan cricket, Hyderabad. And then people from Sindh, they deserve this. They deserve to have a home team, and I'm glad that is happening now.
Mohammad Hafeez made some comments recently, Muddy, about there's too much importance given to the Pakistan Super League and that the Pakistan Cricket Board are, they're sort of putting all the eggs in the PSL basket instead of focusing on other domestic cricket. Do you agree with that to a certain extent?
Part of it, yes. Part of it, yes. But then what do? You need that kind of money coming into cricket. But where I am disappointed with PSL is that not many people have graduated from PSL into Pakistan cricket. When I look at the other leagues in the world, especially the IPL, you look at India, they've become real, true world champions. And that has happened at the back of the IPL and what IPL money has done for the associations in India. All over India associations become very strong. Most of them have their own cricket stadiums. Most of them have their age group cricket. Most of them have club cricket. All the money has been channeled through to the grassroots and the first class cricket. When Pakistan started with the National Cricket Academy, that was the only one in the region. And look at India, all the small associates, they have 2 to 3 state-of-the-art academies. They have the cricket well and truly well knitted, and you see the result now. You see India's sport for choice with all the talent coming through. And somehow PSL missed that. We need to actually scan it properly and see where we're going wrong.
But Muddy, people will say that is the PSL fit for purpose? Is it producing the players that it should be producing for Pakistan? You've just made an important point about the fact that not too many players come from the PSL and make it to the international level. Every now and then we see 1 or 2 boys who come into the team, and then as soon as they're in, they're almost gone just as quickly.
Well, when you called me, I did have some time, so I looked at some of the averages of PSL last year. And only Hassan Nawaz was the one who averaged about 50, 57. And maybe we played him too early, and we played him in condition in New Zealand. They were not conducive to batting. And since then, he's not even had a look in. And that's the kind of mistake we keep on making. Either we play them too early, or when we do play them, we don't give them a real run. The guy needed an extension when he came back to Pakistan. We didn't give him that kind of extension. So there are numerous other examples, and we have not done that. But it is true. Not many have come through. If I see some of the players who are playing for Pakistan now, they're all a byproduct of the 2016, 2017, 2018 programs, and mainly through the National Cricket Academy they came through. And some of them were actually coming through the under 19, under 16. Since then, nothing much has happened. Not much has been produced by Pakistan. Let us not just say PSL, Pakistan. And so there's some gap somewhere which Pakistan needs to bridge.
There's a few players, Muddy, who signed up for the PSL, and when they were offered a little bit more money by the IPL, I say a little bit more money, probably a lot more money, they've turned their back on the PSL contracts and have ended up at the IPL. What can the PCB do about that? It must be very frustrating for the Pakistan Cricket Board and for the franchises.
Well, we have to face the fact. The other one is a bigger brand, more money. And India, people like going to India. Pakistan, there are an awful lot of restrictions for the foreigners. The kind of lives they lead, and it's impossible for them to live like that in Pakistan. So it's more attractive and more money.
Well, I mean, can the PCB sort of adjust the contracts? Can they do something legally? I know Mohsen Naqvi is looking into this. He's making some sort of threats, isn't he?
Yeah, well, you can. and they should. But at the same time, you have a right to do whatever you want in life. So if the place sees the other place an attractive place, they will go there. Given the same situation with the Pakistani players, they would like to do the same thing. They would like to exercise the same option. It's unlucky. It's unfortunate. Shouldn't do that. Should think through before you sign a contract. But if it happens, I can understand why they do go to India.
Gary Kirsten recently made some comments, Muddy Bhai. He obviously didn't last very long as Pakistan head coach. It seems these days not many coaches do last very long in the job. One of the key points that he made was about interference. Now, he obviously didn't name individuals, but he said there's a lot of interference in the workings of the Pakistan Cricket Board and interference in the roles of the head coaches as well. Are you surprised by those comments? And what can Pakistan cricket to do to actually make the situation better?
Well, it's a two-way thing. First of all, there is interference. And the media frenzy when Pakistan plays and Pakistan loses. And if you happen to be a Pakistani coach working with Pakistan Cricket Board, you have absolutely no chance. You've shown that door straight away. In the past, the foreign coaches have lasted longer. But now we come to a stage where they don't have, don't have as much time as the Pakistani coaches. The people want them out. You have to give 200% result. Where they do lose out the foreign coaches is they never see Pakistan. They see Emirates Airlines, Dubai, and back home. Emirates Airlines, Dubai, back home. So what happens is if they have a squad of about 10 to 15 or 20 players, that's all they know. They don't know the bench strength. They don't know Pakistan first class cricket, Pakistan domestic cricket. So they finish up. For instance, Mike Hassan now, and I have nothing against Mike Hassan, but I see signs of a bias where he is the coach of. He was the coach of Islamabad franchise, and whether it's true or not, but you can see that he keeps on selecting the Islamabad players. Maybe he thinks they're the best, and maybe that he doesn't know any better, because those are the only players he knows about. He's only spent a little bit of time in Pakistan, and that has been confined to Islamabad. So these foreign coaches, if they want to come to Pakistan, and it should be down to Pakistan Cricket Board as well. It should be a tight contract where they are asked to watch Pakistan cricket, domestic cricket, and go from city to city, see the environment, see the players, and also see the age group cricketers, the under 19, under 16, under 13, and then they are able to advise the Pakistan Cricket Board which way the Pakistan Cricket Board should be going. Not just embrace Pakistan cricket team and take it from there. And that's where they fail, because they don't know the bench strength. And Pakistan Cricket Board, then obviously the selectors, they start to give their input. Sometimes when you're losing, maybe they're a little more forceful than they should be. And then it becomes free for all. Because at the end of the head coach of Pakistan cricket team, he has to take the team onto the field and produce results. So if he's not given a free hand and he's having to depend on the chief selector back in Pakistan, some of the selectors in Pakistan, and he doesn't like it, and he has to abide by it, it becomes very difficult.
Do you not think there should be more, responsibility of the selectors, though, Muddy Bhai? I mean, Pakistan's a huge country with so many different regions, so many different teams. Shouldn't there be like regional selectors who are responsible for scouting players from each region?
Well, the two different things, scouting and being a selector. We did bring in this system of scouts and regional managers as well, who worked alongside with the local cricket, with the local associations, which was a good setup because it was costing a little bit more money. It was shelved. That idea was shelved. That way he could do it. There's unfair selection at the association level. People who belong to a certain club, they pick those players only, or at least there's that kind of impression. So you need to stop that. There should be fair selection at the association level as well as Pakistan level. So you could go that route and appoint your local selectors or local scouts. We had that. We had about 6 guys who were the scouts who would go around, and then they would advise the national selectors or even the NCA back in the days when I was there. The system worked well because there were more international cricketers employed. It was costing a little bit more money. And then I think it was Ijaz Bhatt who came in, and then he shelved that idea.
And finally, Mudibai, whilst attention will now be on the PSL, it's we can't overlook the fact that Pakistan have just lost a series to Bangladesh, where many years ago, if somebody had said Pakistan would be losing the last Test series to Bangladesh that they played, the last ODI series against Bangladesh, Pakistan have lost, and the last T20I series, Pakistan have lost to Bangladesh as well. I mean, is this the sign of the times and where Pakistan cricket is nowadays?
18 months ago, I was in Bangladesh with the UAE under-19 team, and I saw their system. I saw the grassroots. I saw the academy system. I saw their domestic cricket. They were far, far ahead of Pakistan. Far, far more advanced. Their under-19 players had been at the academy for 6 months before they played against the UAE. They're under 16, I don't think they have under 13, but they have international coaches employed there. They have the local coaches there. And their umpiring standard was fantastic. So they made real grounds in Bangladesh. Unfortunately, recently, because of what happened after Sina Wajid, and there are problems, political problems back in Bangladesh, they're following on the same route, same things what we do in Pakistan. But they were a lot more organized than we have been in the last 10, 15 years. So that's where the difference is. Don't be surprised. And I'm not surprised that Bangladesh has been beating Pakistan. They've done it repeatedly, not just once. And when you look at the other teams, lower level teams, repeatedly coming up with better results than the Pakistan team, it's not a surprise. It's time we had to look at ourselves. And it's time we had to look at real Pakistan cricket, not just Pakistan team. Unfortunately, all the chairmen who come in, they have a job at their hand as soon as they touch Pakistan cricket because it's Pakistan cricket team. All the criticism is leveled from Pakistan cricket team's performances. Nobody's bothered about the state of affairs at the grassroots level. It is a 5 to 10 year project now. Nothing is going to change in Pakistan unless we really grapple with what is facing us in Pakistan. What about our club cricket? School cricket, nobody wants to play school cricket. I've touched school cricket in Pakistan. They don't want to know. Schools don't want to know. In the end, if you do frustrate them by being insistent, what they do is say, come, you run our cricket, you select a team, and you find the transport, you pay the money, we're able to then put our team in the tournament. They don't want to know. It's a big business in Pakistan, schools. So they don't want to know. So what have we got? We got the association. Association, we don't trust them. We don't want to give them any money. So where do we go? Unless we address that, unless we address the infrastructure, it's fine. Wasn't like we spent a lot of money on the cricket stadium, and they needed to spend money on the stadiums. But crux of the matter is, what about the domestic? When in domestic cricket, the lunch is served from the toilet. That's where they all sit, and then the food is served from there. When the situation at first class level is so dire, you can't even go to the toilet. Pitches are bad because, not by intention, because there's so much traffic. Under 13, under 16, under 19, domestic cricket, first class cricket is played on the same ground, same venue, same pitches. Pitches get tired. When pitches get tired, that means substandard cricket. We need to have more grounds. We need to have more umpires. We need to look at our whole structure. And every time when we look at our structure, what do? Either we change selectors, national selectors, or what we do is just tinker with the first class cricket in Pakistan. No, we need to look at proper system now. Forget about Pakistan cricket team if we want to continue progress. Only progress we'll make is if we start from the bottom. We're starting from the top all the time. New chairman comes in, it's from the top. Even Ijaz Bhatt was a former player. Ramesh Raj, it's always the top. No, there's nobody playing cricket at club level. So where is your stock? Where is your stock? There's no stock. So regurgitating same players playing first class cricket or domestic cricket or playing for the departments. No new players are coming through. You look at the state of Pakistan team, hardly anybody has come through. Or those who have come through, those who are playing in one-day cricket in Bangladesh, 2 or 3 youngsters, you can see from a mile they're product of just 2020 cricket. The way they're playing their shots and they're getting out, repeatedly playing the same shots, getting out. There's no technique, no batting technique. If you look at Sanju Samson, he scores as a rapid race, but he's got a proper technique, proper shots he plays. And whereas our guys come to Mas, that comes in from breath of fresh air, some brilliant shots. What does he do? Very much like Simon Yu. Same shot, same corner on the leg side where you're getting out. You know, you need to work at the basics in Pakistan.
Woody Bhai, always a pleasure hearing your forthright and honest views. And as I say, an absolute pleasure to always speak with you. And really appreciate your time. Many thanks.
Thank you.